Whether the kids like it or not, back to school is just around the corner. And for parents too, we need to start thinking about getting our kids off that summer schedule and ready for school. And we have David Schneck with us. He's an elementary assistant principal for West Fargo Public Schools here to talk about getting our kids back into the groove for another school year. Thank you so much for coming in today. I am okay with talking about back to school. My girls are very social, so they're actually excited. And you know my girls, Marley and Bailey.
I do.
They're very social, but they are very much on their summer schedules right now. So can we start there? It's kind of a change for routines, bedtimes. What do parents and families need to be talking about right now as we're in the last week of July?
We definitely are. Yes, we are. And I can relate 100% to that. My kids are definitely out of routine. So I have that experience as a parent of the hecticity of school starting. And you know, it's as parents, as our first teachers, it's important that we start that process now. And I know from my experiences, starting sooner than later is definitely the way to go. So in my family, we start August 1st is kind of our day, and that's when we start those bedtime routines. I like to use the 4 B's: bath, brush, book, bed. And then I even throw a backpack in there, getting that backpack ready the night before so that the kids are ready. We know that kids come to school oftentimes tired, and if you can get that routine in now and get them practicing that consistent routine each and every day before school starts, when day one comes, they'll be ready to go for us so our teachers can teach. And
yeah, I was going to say, I do feel guilty sometimes when the kids are, you know, tired because they're staying up too late or they're not back on their routine. Not only do the teachers have to deal with it, but your child suffers as well when they're too tired, right?
That is correct, yes. If kids are energetic and they're well rested, they're much more engaged during the school day, and that just pays dividends for their education going forward.
And you talked about getting back on a schedule. That's not only going to bed earlier, but getting up earlier as well, correct?
Yes, that's a great point. That would be something I would strongly recommend as well, as waking your kids up at the time they're going to be waking up during the school year. That will get them ready. And going through those morning routines, what do you do first? Okay, we brush our teeth, then we get dressed, then we go upstairs and eat breakfast, then we get our backpack ready. And really, every single day doing the same thing over and over again will really help our kids.
I feel like I should have talked to you last year or like 4 years ago, because I feel like I'm the one packing the backpack. This is a good learning lesson for kids as well, that it's not mom or dad that has to get everything ready. The kids can take some ownership in that as well.
Most definitely. Certainly builds that independence, and that's what we really want from our kids, is to be able to be independent and be self-starters and get things going on their own.
Okay, so some parents are like, uh-oh, it's, you know, the end of July, that summer slide, they haven't read any books, they haven't done anything. Is it, you know, too late to you know, get your brain working in learning gear again?
Never too late, never too late. That's a great point. You know, my kids, like many others, the screen time might be a little increased during the summer. So a good idea would be to start decreasing that screen time and replacing it with reading time. So I brought you a book, Lisa, to read to you. I'm just kidding, I won't read it to you. But this is a book that I'll be reading to my daughter. It's the night before first grade. So anytime you can get your hands on a book like this to kind of prep the kids what the first day of school might look like, especially if they're new to school. Our younger kids, really get them used to those. There's situations in the book, you know, meeting new friends and what to do if there's a disagreement and how to ask for help. Books are a great way to do that as well.
In a fun way, you almost trick them. And
yes.
So you're talking about, you know, cutting down on screen time, thinking about new friends, new teachers we should find out in the next couple of weeks. That's a good reason why you should go to back to school nights and registration. Although there's lots of important dates coming up here in the next couple of weeks.
Most definitely. In West Fargo specifically, Monday and Tuesday of next week is registration. So make sure if you're new to a school, register your kids so we can prepare for you and get ready for the school year. And then back to school night is August 22nd. And that's definitely a day you should get to the school, familiarize your child with the school. You know, they can see their classroom, meet their teacher, kind of familiarize themselves and get them excited for the school year.
And it helps calm, I would think. My oldest is going into middle school, and I'm more nervous than she is. But so back to school nights can help everyone in the family feel a little more calm going into the school year, correct?
Definitely. I know for my kids, that is the case. They really get jacked for back to school night. So
I love it. Well, thank you so much. Great advice for parents and kids leading into the new school year.
Most
Thanks
definitely.
for coming in.
Thank you, Lisa.
All right, stay with us. Coming up next, a little financial fun. We're talking about how we can teach our kids also to be smart with their money. Stay with us.